go again, back on another bucket list adventure, and we're glad to bring you along. So join us on our trip to Puerto Vallarta. We arrived at our resort, the Occidental in Riviera Nayarit, I believe it's how it's pronounced. In the Puerto Vallarta airport, there was a section where they pull you to the side and convince you to take all of these free gifts in order to attend timeshare presentation. So right after getting to our room, we immediately unpacked and went to another resort for one. The name of this community is called Vallarta Gardens, and believe me, it is impressive. Just not quite impressive enough for me to spring the thousands that they wanted to join. This is not our resort. We did not stay here. We just visited, but it was beautiful. I mean, look at my face. You can tell. Please keep in mind that this trip was taken in the spring of 2021 during COVID. We didn't have any idea that we were going to be uploading any of this footage because the YouTube channel wasn't created then. So it may not be the best footage, the best quality. So please keep that in mind. As a part of that timeshare presentation, we actually went to two, but the one that you saw, we got a bunch of free things. This excursion that we're on right now was one of them. There's some dolphins. That was a local Catholic church. Pretty cool time. And here's just some scenery. We decided to spend the next day on the beach at the resort, taking in the sun and sights. The Occidental. We laid out in this cabana area for hours in the sun, which was a mistake, so do not do that if you value your health. Since we started this journey to love and adventure, this is definitely the best, most elegant, and nicest resort that we've been to. We had no complaints. It's day 2 and we're heading for another excursion. OMG. This excursion was by far the highlight of our trip, and again, this was free as a result of that timeshare, one of the timeshare tours that we took. We had so much fun. I will link everything in the description below. I believe the name of this excursion was called Savia? Pretty sure I'm butchering that, but I'll put it up on screen. After disembarking the boat, we made our way along a path towards the rest of our adventure for the day, and there were so many sights and sounds and things to take in while we waited. It was a really cool experience. This short clip was taken directly from the Vallarta Gardens website. I believe they're the organization that runs this tour, and you can see now it's actually called Alma, Rhythm of the Nights now. Other than checking off a bucket list item, the main purpose of this trip was to celebrate my baby's birthday. If ever in Puerto Vallarta, we definitely recommend that you go to this show. It was an awesome time. As I'm sure you've noticed, there were people in costumes and animals, music playing, drums, and all of that. It's actually pretty cool as we made our way towards the beach along this path in line. So we've made our way to the beach and now it's time for dinner. We're gonna eat here on the beach at sunset, buffet style. So cool. We've had dinner and now made our way to our seats for tonight's outdoor entertainment.
So that's why there's no point.
1, 2, 3.
Not quite sure what he was supposed to be, but the night was, man, it was awesome. I mean, it had a little bit of everything. Fire, water, air, all of the elements. It's day 3 and we've arrived at our next excursion. Please forgive us, we don't remember what this place was called, but it was some sort of an animal preserve that allowed you to feed the animals, birds, reptiles. Well, you could feed the birds, not the reptiles. Here are a few first-person shots of us trying to feed these birds. Now it's off to the snake pit where I get to touch an albino constrictor.
¿Wanna touch him? No te cámara. Oh, no. Yeah, totally.
During my military days, I owned a ball python, but that was years ago. This was a little unnerving.
Yeah.
Back to the resort. Wait, is that a pool? Yes, it is. It's the perfect time to try out my submersible case for this 4K camera. Not really a big PDA guy, but what the heck, the mood was set for this. What stays in PV happens in PV. Well, you know what I mean. We headed back to the room for a quick change. We're gonna take some photos outside right before heading to the hibachi and sushi grill for dinner. There has to be a better picture of me from that night than this. This was my baby's first time ever trying sushi, so we basically tried everything available on the menu that night. This is the final day, and of course we had to take time for shopping. I have to get my Mexican vanilla. And for our final excursion, free excursion, we went and visited this tequila factory. Or is it a tequila brewery? Or is that just beer? We really enjoyed this process. It was very informative. We got to taste a ton of tequila, so that was a plus. And I even bought this bottle, but they watered it down, so that was a ripoff.
Like you with the avocado tree?
I grew up with an avocado tree in the backyard, but I thought it was kind of cool to see this one out in front of our resort. We're having margaritas out on the town for our last night, and I get to sit across from this beautiful woman. Dinner and drinks followed by a moonlit walk on the beach. It's time to say goodbye to Puerto Vallarta. Hopefully we see you again real soon.